Brian Lara, WNYC, and for our last 10 minutes this morning, at some point, you're going to have to make that speech. And help is on the way. Joining me now are Nathan Phillips and Victoria Wellman, co-founders of the Oratory Laboratory. Welcome to WNYC.
To get rid of those public speaking jitters, many are now turning to toast writers.
I'll practice good again, I promise.
Okay, don't over-practice it.
No one else should be able to make your speech. It should be that specific.
So that's number one.
But what if I'm not funny? So you call us, and I'll make you funny.
She was going to marry Ollie Crawley, who's here with his lovely wife, Laura.
But all I want to do is challenge people's perceptions of what a great speech is. Hi, I'm Victoria Wellman, and welcome to the Oratory Laboratory, the speechwriting agency no one can pronounce. Some people call it the Oratory Laboratory, some people call it the Oratory Laboratory, and one gentleman once referred to it as the Oral Laboratory, though I think he was looking for a different kind of service. I co-founded the Oratory Laboratory in 2008 after realizing that our society was in severe crisis.
He has no idea how bad it is out there. He has no idea.
Not that crisis, a different crisis. A side crisis.
And we were on our way back from a wedding and we were talking about how the speeches had been really quite poor.
And Victoria was like, why isn't there someone who can help those people?
I married him and his impersonation is still no better. But it's a true story. We'd been to a handful of events that year and at not one single event had the speeches been any good. Bad? Yes. Mediocre? Some of them. But excellent? Never. And I realized that this would never stop unless someone bailed out these poor people. Over the last 12 years since that epiphany, we've written countless speeches for people from every background and with every need, from industry titans to Broadway stars to impassioned philanthropists. But the OL wasn't built just to serve the rappers, the reality TV stars, the NFL heroes, the record-breaking astronauts and Olympic medal-winning athletes. We've always had a simple mission: to save the world from bad speeches, not just for the speaker's sake, but for the audiences. And that means working with everyone, from nervous best men to senior managers trying just to make it through the holiday party without getting fired, to voiceless American voters. How do we do that? With imagination, ingenuity, and intention, free from the conventional thinking found at PR agencies and the communications cabals in DC. We took everything we knew as writers in entertainment, journalism, and advertising, everything we'd learned as performers, and everything we knew about the audiences that we'd played to in both roles. And we developed a creative strategy for a new generation of speakers. It made us revolutionaries in the world of speechwriting, and today it makes us experienced veterans in a field that is now saturated with copycat freelancers hoping to make a quick buck by adding the word speech before their job title in LinkedIn. You know who you are. I believe that everyone has something worth sharing that can change the way people think. And when you change the way people think, you change lives. It's inevitable. Sure, there are people out there who think that they can do an okay job themselves, and maybe they can. But for the bold and brave people who want to take it a step further to do better than okay, I'm going to be there to help them.